Isana with this week's edition of Florist Solutions. It's a new year, new laws. That's right. It's time to prepare for the new year, which means being aware of the latest labor and employment laws that are sure to impact your organization. Most importantly, it's time to revise those handbooks to keep up to date with these changes. There are quite a few laws to go over, so I'll break them up into two-part series. Here is part 2 of some of the laws to consider. Number 5. No Rehire Provisions, AB 2143. Currently, employers are prohibited from including a provision in their settlement agreements restricting an aggrieved person from working for the employer unless the employer has made good faith determination that the aggrieved person engaged in sexual harassment or assault. Number 6. Labor Commissioner may now represent claimants in connection with arbitrations, SB 1384. This bill expands the Labor Commissioner's ability to represent claimants who are financially unable to afford representation to arbitrate proceedings and or in opposing a petition to compel arbitration rather. Number 7. Expanded protections for victims of crime abuse, AB 2992. This law expands current protections for victims of domestic violence, sexual assault, or stalking to include protections for victims of crime or abuse. Number 8. California Family Rights Act expansion, SB 1383 CFRA now applies to employers with as few as 5 employees, requiring them to provide the same job-protected 12 work weeks of leave for family care and medical leave. This leave must also be given for any qualifying exigency related to the covered active duty or call to covered active duty. Finally, SB 1383 abolished the key employee exception. So, one thing to consider. And lastly, number 9, retail food facility hand washing requirement, AB 1867. Also requires employers to allow employees working in any food facility to wash their hands every 30 minutes and additionally as needed. This law went into effect on September 9th, 2020. These are only some of the laws to consider. There are still numerous laws that are going into place for 2021, so make sure that you keep monitoring those. Running a business is challenging enough, and keeping up to date on these new laws can be difficult as well, but we are here to help. Let the Florist team assist in keeping you compliant, so call us today and we are ready to work with you to set your new year up for success.